Today we're making stir-fried beef and chili. It's spicy, it's full of aroma, and the best part is it's so simple to make. So this is an inspiration of a Chinese dish that's called stir-fried pork with chili. I've tried this dish many times, one of my favorite Chinese dishes, because in its simplicity, it has so much of flavor, just simply by cooking it right. So I decided to recreate this dish, but of course, because we don't do pork on this channel, so today I'll be using beef, all right? And I've got a piece of flank here. Now, it's very important to note that when we're preparing our meat, we have to cut it across grain. This is the grain, as you can see. Yep, this is how we're cutting the meat. This is to ensure that our meat stays nice and tender. Now, we're gonna hit this with 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of dark caramel, dash white pepper. Use your hands and mix the seasoning together. Pinch of salt. Now, we're going in with an egg white. Save the yolk for later on. And we're going in with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Now, this technique of using the cornstarch and egg white sort of gives the meat a nice, smooth, silky texture on the exterior. And that's what makes this dish all that more delicious. Massage the meat, make sure all is evenly coated with the cornstarch and egg whites. All right, beautiful. Now, set that aside, and now we're gonna prep our chilies. So now, we have our green chilies that we're just gonna slice. I'm using about 10 green chilies. Doesn't really matter if you get a little bit of the seeds in there, cutting around it so that I avoid the majority of seeds. To prepare the sauce for this dish that will sort of bring everything together, we're going in with 1 tablespoon soy sauce, pinch of salt, a teaspoon of seasoning powder, dash of white pepper, and about ½ teaspoon of cornstarch. Give this a good mix. You can see now the wok's nice and hot, smoking point. Yeah, we're adding in a little bit of oil. Swirl. We want to get the oil temperature nice and hot. Then we're going to fry the beef. But we're not going to do all at once. We're going to do it in batches. Add a little bit of oil into your beef. That way it won't clump up together. Give it a good mix. There we go. Once the oil temperature is nice and hot, get your beef. I'm dividing it into 2 batches. Beautiful. And the first batch comes out. So this beef now, it's not cooked all the way through. As you can see, it's still quite pink. Yeah, but at the same time, we get this really nice charring. Yeah, so that's what delivers the aroma of fried beef. Second batch, same thing. Make sure your oil's nice and hot. And in it goes. Now, we're gonna add a little bit more oil, and this is to fry the chilies. Now, this oil is super hot, and that's when we add in our green chili. So this is when we char the chili, and that's what's gonna give it that signature flavor in this dish. Now, once you see the chili is nice and softened, we're going in with the rest of the beef. Sauce. And ladies and gentlemen, that's done. All right, guys, look at that. So that is my version of a beef and chili stir fry. Inspiration taken from the famous Chinese pork and chili stir fry. It looks absolutely delicious. Look at the char on the beef. You've got some char on the chilies. And that smell, beefy, fresh chili aromas. Absolutely delicious. Now, let's taste. Yeah, you want to get some chili, some beef all in there at once, like a bite like this. Try it out at home, practice a few times, and you sort of get to know the temperatures that you need to make this dish. Very important thing to remember about this dish is that high temperature is the way to go. It's such a simple stir fry, but I guarantee you, your family is gonna love it. And it's not all that spicy, okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this content, please do click the like and subscribe button. And don't forget that little notification bell on the side so that you know when we have our next content out. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Really hungry now, this with some hot rice, fried egg. Oh my God.